Hi, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Alex, and welcome to this week's Rated Review.
Let's check out the fall play with Nathan and Colin.
Hi, I'm Nate, here with Laura to interview her about the fall play. So Laura, what character do you play?
I play Elizabeth Proctor, John Proctor's wife. I am accused of being a witch by Abigail, who was a character that was with my husband for a time. So she's seeking out revenge on me by condemning me a witch. And I never confess because I think my character has a very strong sense of morality and goodness in her, and she would never confess to something that wasn't true because she never lies.
Okay, what is the role of your character?
My role in the character, again, I think that she's to serve an example to other characters like my husband, and that she is to serve in it as an example of goodness in the world, high morality, and an example to her husband so he can be strong enough to not confess, even if it means he dies for it.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, I'm Cole. I'm here with Kelly. We're here to talk about the fall play. So, Kelly, what character do you portray?
I portray Reverend John Hale. I am a local minister in the area, and that's who I portray.
Okay, and what character does your role play in the story?
My character is, I'm a good character. I try to come and help the town. I believe that there's witchcraft afoot in the town, and then as things digress more and more, I try to help the town get out of the mess that they're getting in.
Alright, thank you for your time.
Of course, thank you.
Hello, I'm Cole. I'm here with Dylan, and we're here to talk about the High School's play. So, Dylan, what character do you portray?
In the Crucible, I portrayed John Proctor.
Alright, and could you give us a brief summary of the play?
Yeah, so The Crucible is a play written by Arthur Miller, written in the 50s about stuff going on in our nation at the time. It is pretty much a story about the Salem witch trials, more dramatized to give more effect onto what was actually happening in that time period. And the play is December 6th and 7th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $6 for adults and $3 for students.
The trout are hatching. Let's see some footage of that with Austin and Alex.
We have Mr. Ulrich's trout, they're hatching, and we're going to ask him a few questions.
Hey, Mr. Ulrich, so I heard your trout was hatching. How long does it take for a trout to hatch?
Well, we got the trout back at the beginning of November. They were shipped here by the Fish and Boat Commission in a little styrofoam container. And we pulled them out and we put them carefully into the tank. And it takes about 3 weeks for them to hatch. And I came in over Thanksgiving break one day, and almost all of them were hatched out. We had a little basket in the top where we could see, and they were all hatching at that point. And I'd say they're all hatched by now.
Okay, and how long will you keep them?
We will keep these trout until probably April sometime. Last year it was later in April. We went out to Laurel Run Hunting Club, which is right along White Deer Hole Creek above Elamsport, up Gap Road, and we made a day of it. Not only did we release the trout, but we did a stream study there. We looked at all the different things that are growing in the stream. Made some ideas of whether or not the trout would survive there. We actually had a professor come from Lycoming College and did a stream study where some of the students actually shocked the stream with electrodes, and the fish would come up and you could count them, and then they would kind of wiggle back and get going again. So it was a pretty neat day, and we're hoping to do something like that again this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Now on to our hunting stories with Gabe, Logan, and Devin.
So Logan, how'd you make out this Monday?
I saw a couple doe, but that's about it.
Alright, thank you for your time. Hi, I'm here with Kate Drake. So Kate, how'd you do this Monday?
Well, I didn't see anything, but hoping to see something when I go right back out.
Alright, thank you for your time. Hi, I'm here with Mr. Ulrich. So Mr. Ulrich, how'd you make out on Monday?
Well, I didn't make out real well. I went out in the morning, and it wasn't raining right away, but before I got out on the tree stand, I was pretty wet, and I only saw a couple does. And I had a basketball game that night, so I thought, well, I'll stay at it. When I left the woods, I was soaking wet. Absolutely soaking wet.
Alright, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now on to cheerleading with Kaylee, Morgan, Derek, and Cole.
Today we're going to be asking about the competition cheer. Mrs. Eichner, when is the competition cheer?
So, well, right now we have practices coming up. They'll be every Thursday up until the end of basketball season, and we have a competition that we're aiming for at the end of April, April 27th in Hershey. That's our goal, so that's what we're working up to right now.
So what exactly are you guys planning on doing?
So competition cheerleading encompasses 2 minutes and 30 seconds of high-intensity dance, stunts, jumps. You're throwing people in the air. You are dancing, synchronizing to music, and it is actually more intense than it sounds. Some elite squads do as much as tumbling and gymnastics. The division we're looking at is a non-tumbling division, so we're working our way up there to hopefully maybe include tumbling in the future.
Alright, well.
Now on to common sense questions with Cade, Kevin, and Bronson.
A man was born in 1955. How is it today is his 18th birthday?
I'd say leap years.
Nope, he was born in room 1955 at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Austin, a farmer has 17 sheep, and all but 9 died. How many are left alive?
I'll have to go with 5.
No, 9, because it says all but 9 died. So there's 9 left.
I guess.
Can a man legally marry his widow's sister in the state of California?
Yes.
No, since he's a widow, the guy's dead.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yep. So, Brett, give me food and I will live, okay? Give me water and I will die. What am I?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Fire. You put water on a fire, it'll go out. But then if you put gas on it, it'll get even bigger.
Now on the question of the week with Carson, Kelly, and Mackenzie.
Yeah, I'm here with Alex for the question of the week. So Alex, do you guys have a tree at home?
Not yet, but we plan on having one.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'm here with Mason for the question of the week. So since it's after Thanksgiving, have you guys put your tree up yet?
Yep, we put our tree up very recently.
Thank you. Hey, I'm here with Wyatt for the question of the week. So Wyatt, do you guys have your Christmas tree up yet?
No, I do not yet.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's broadcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Thomas.
And we'll see you next time.